Ye may look to certain aspects of diseases that are found within that of the blood and of the accompanying organs that are responsible for the cleansing of the same. The diseases of the blood can be easily ascertained as to cause if you would explore that is laid down symbolically by those of certain faiths in taking of the blood of Christ. In this symbolic act, they attempt to take upon that of the Christ consciousness. Those that refuse by their choice, which is their God-given right, to take on the Christ consciousness, most usually will suffer from some imbalance within that of the blood. As a contributing factor, there are many diseases of the kidney and of this portion of the elimination system. But what is the function of the kidney? To remove toxins from that of the blood in order to purify it. Those who are impure in thought, those who would hate or be envious, must suffer some disruption within that of the kidneys, for they, by their own choice, are refusing to eliminate this from their thinking. Ye might take this as an example. There were those days when there were purges in the church. This is within 5 or 6 centuries, as ye know time. And many were put to what would be known as the rack, where the body was stretched to the point of excruciating physical torture. Was a portion of the record. Suppose ye were that torturer. Suppose ye were the one that did turn that rack and caused these bodies to be deformed. Would it be a sin? In one case it could be, and in another case it could not be. In that it could be is that one that would turn the wheel of the rack delighted in the screams of the tormented. Then ye may rest assured that this entity would remain tormented, and chances are would come back with a deformed body, perhaps a condition of scoliosis or some other. What if ye were the one that did turn the wheel of the rack and were so ordered to do, and yet ye felt compassion and sorrow for those that were being tortured? Would ye come back deformed? Nay, chances are that ye would come back and be in a position most high of one who was loving, one who was gentle, would probably be an excellent nurse or an unusual physician, one who would cure the ills, the cries of torture that would come from a physical form. Ye may take that one who has lived lifetimes of gluttony, and chances are they will retain a certain degree of the sensual passion for the taste and flavors of foods. Consequently, they will have a tendency to become obese. By dealing not in moderation in regards to food, they impair circulation, they impair elimination, and many other factors that are in harmony within the physical form. You may take those diseases that are classified or known by man as karmic in nature, although all diseases in actuality are karmic. But those that would be brought forth from other lifetimes and would produce the most severe disruptions within that of the physical form must center themselves someplace within that of the endocrine systems. Ye may take that one who had engaged in serious forms of witchcraft, tending and desiring only to dominate others, then that entity will be dominated, and that entity will have problems, you may rest assured, within its endocrine system. Those who would feel shame, guilt, or debasement over the physical form, or the most natural act of physical congress, most assuredly must have some problems in the reproductive organs of the physical body. Those who would revere the power of the body most assuredly will return to a body that is weak and sickly.